afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests of spouse of heads of missions, cultural enthusiasts, friends and partners of Amandari Gallery, Batik Cik, and Pelataran Dharma Wangsa. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Selamat siang menjelang sore kepada para tamu undangan yang kami hormati. Senang sekali pada kesempatan siang hari ini saya Risti Rustarto menemani Bapak dan Ibu semua dalam acara spesial menyambut celebration of National Batik Day yang berlangsung besok tanggal berapa Ibu-Ibu? 2 Oktober. Boleh beri tepuk tangan ya? Batik is not just a fabric, it is a heritage. Each motif tells a story of harmony, patience, and grace. In 2009, UNESCO recognized batik as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity. Since then, every 2nd of October, we proudly celebrate National Batik Day. So ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause of National Celebration of Batik Day. Dan pada kesempatan sore hari ini kita sama-sama memiliki tema khusus dalam rangka Hari Batik Nasional, yaitu Batik sebagai Warisan Kehalusan Budi atau Batik a Heritage of Wisdom in a Beautiful Ambience of Pelataran Dharma Wangsa. So ladies and gentlemen, Bapak dan Ibu sekalian, kita sama-sama sudah tidak sabar nantinya untuk melihat bagaimana performance, penampilan spesial dari para tamu undangan yang berasal dari banyak negara. Ini kesempatan yang sangat langka, boleh kita beri tepuk tangan yang meriah juga. Dan selain itu, kami juga ingin mengucapkan banyak terima kasih karena acara ini adalah hasil persembahan dari Amandari Gallery Creative Culture, Batik Cik, and Pelataran Dharma Wangsa. So this event is presented to you by Amandari Gallery Creative Culture, Batik Cik, and Pelataran Dharma Wangsa. And we would like to express our sincere gratitude to our sponsor, Gria Cinere Hijau and Creative Culture, whose support has made today celebrations possible. So, saya tidak ingin berlama-lama, kita langsung saja let us welcome an opening speech by founder of Amandari Gallery, an entrepreneur, brand expert, and a cultural advocate dedicated to preserving and promoting Indonesian batik as a heritage and cultural diplomacy. Please welcome Ibu Uti Rahardjo.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I always believe that when women help each other, incredible things happen. And today we are witnessing that. You are all here. I'm so amazed and thank you very much for being here. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings of peace to all, ladies and gentlemen. In these times of profound change, as technology advances and disruption reshapes the world, we are reminded of the need for grounding. We need roots strong enough to sustain our body and mind, deep enough to hold us in balance and in peace. Such roots were entrusted to us by our ancestors, woven into culture, infused with prayers and wisdom, inside a piece of batik. We believe that ya, bahwa batik itu adalah titipan dari para leluhur kita, orang tua kita yang menepuk doa dalam selembar kain, mencelupkannya dengan sangat sabar, menunggu sampai 4 bulan, sampai selesai baru dia bisa jadi. So batik is not just a cloth, but an art that is created with patience, with heart, with a soul. So, such roots, there are so many wisdom and so many stories to be shared through batik. As we celebrated National Batik Day, Let us all be reminded to preserve this noble heritage filled with the philosophies of life, so that life itself may be lived in peace with dignity and love. Enjoy the show. Happy National Batik Day. Selamat siang.
Dan saya akan panggilkan founder of Batik Chic, who has reimagined batik for the modern world, transforming into contemporary fashions while preserving its timeless elegance. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ibu Novita Yunus.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear friends, distinguished guests, Your Excellency, welcome to Pelataran Dharma Wangsa, one of my favorite places. This event is because of our women collaboration between Amandari, Ibu Uti Rahardjo, Ibu Dewi Makes, and Batik Chic. Thank you also for attending Batik Day today. And I also very pleased that we have two collection which is going to be walked by Shom ladies, and also as usual we have also friends from Batik Chic. We will walk for the new collection. So enjoy the show and don't forget to love batik and wear batik. Thank you.
Now, last but not least, we will welcome the founder of Pelataran. She is also an academic, entrepreneur, and philanthropist whose passion lies in empowering communities and advancing social good. So, please welcome Ibu Dewi Makes.
Selamat siang menjelang sore para ibu-ibu sekalian. Good afternoon ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming here in Pelataran Dharma Wangsa. I am very grateful to be here with all of you. And thank you my friends from Shom and Your Excellency dengan Bapak Ibu sekalian. Pelataran Dharma Wangsa is very happy to have a collaboration with Batik Chic and Batik Amandari because it's the same philosophy with us. DNA from Pelataran is three pillars: nature, community, and culture. So we have to bring the culture, especially Indonesia, to the international diplomacy. And we are very happy here to show that Pelataran Dharma Wangsa is the first venue and dining in 2009. And with your support, now we have number 42nd in Pelataran Makassar for venue and dining. And hope that one day we can have the fashion show there with the batik. And for the hotel and resort, we have now 11 hotel and resort, and the newest is in Pelataran Puncak. Hope also that we can go there, the Pelataran in Pelataran Puncak. Not far from here, we have to change the mindset to Puncak is not macet anymore. We can set the time. So I'm very happy to wait for all of you to go to Pelataran Puncak. Thank you and very happy and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Now, okay, we have So, please welcome Ibu Notty Mahdi. Ibu Notty Mahdi adalah salah satu pengajar dari Universitas Indonesia yang sejak 2004 membaktikan diri dalam semua penelitian terkait dengan batik, peranakan, dan juga kebudayaan Indonesia. Dan kita juga masih memiliki speaker kita selanjutnya. Our next speaker is the former Indonesian Ambassador to Ecuador from 2016 to 2020. With her distinguished diplomatic career, she will share valuable insight on culture and international relation. Please welcome Ibu Dieny Tjokro. Ibu Dieny? All right. And to lead this talk show, we also please introduce our moderator that we already know, Ibu Uti Rahardjo from Amandari Gallery.
Jadi kalau Mbak Notty aku ingin tanya nih yang pertama. Indonesia itu kan sangat kaya dengan batik, tapi sebetulnya it's not only kain. Itu bukan sekedar kain yang kita pakai, tapi kita membawa doa. We bring pray, we bring peace, we bring wish. Nah mungkin Mbak Notty bisa ceritakan bagaimana itu tentang wisdom dalam batik.
So I will talk about English first. Batik, when you make a batik, you have to remember to start. You start with a white cloth, and then you draw. If you're a mother or if you're small, you said to your daughter or your son or your children, make something like a house. Inside the house, there's a family, maybe a mother, a children, fruit, and something like that. It's same like a batik. Actually, batik started around 5th century, 4th century, but it was worn only by the priests. By the priests when they are going to go to the temple to start to pray. And then the king got jealous. And he said, why can't I have batik too? And then the king said, and then the priest said, okay, you can have it, but you cannot have the same design. The first design that we made is kawung. If you see kawung, it's like actually kawung is, if you see kawung, it represents a coconut. Coconut is a very, very useful plant from roots until the leaves. You can make it everywhere. We, Asia, we make everything. We roots, we for the swab, and then the leaf, for our roof, and then the fruit, we eat it. And then the priest said, okay, I will make something for you, but not similar like me, different. So it began, the batik in Indonesia began there. It's in Galuh kingdom. I won't tell you about history, it might boring you, but this is what I tell my student. So after that, kawung, actually, kawung is not Indonesian. It comes with the Indian. When the Indianization of Southeast Asia is come, and then the second one that is very famous is the Sekar ing Jagat. I didn't bring it. Sekar ing Jagat, it means the flower of the world. It was created by the king of Hamengkubuwono II. So it's original, really Indonesian, Sekar ing Jagat. And then Sekar Jagat that is so famous, it was divided into two. The Sekar Jagat Soga and the Sekar Jagat Singh. The Sekar Jagat Soga came from the palace, and the Sekar Jagat Singh is come from the Chinese merchant. Because the batik in Java, the artisan work for the Chinese. We call it the toke, and then he who has the money who produces the batik. I will show you and then the batik the inland batik, that is the palace batik. It was created by the artisan who live inside the palace to honor the king. I will show you some piece. this is called the Udan Liris Nagaraja. The Udan Liris is a forbidden design. Only the royalties can wear this. Only the royalties can wear this. It's Udan Liris. Udan Liris means rain that fell, but not the big one, the small one. That is begin to fall. And the Nagaraja is represent the king. And the flower, it represents anyone. It represents, you have to, if you do something in this world, you have to have good things. It's not like, okay, I'm going to go to another kingdom and going to attack them. No, that's not a king. That's not in this in the philosophy. You have to guide your people to become peace, harmony, something like that. So this is the palace batik. I show you this one. This is Udan Liris. This is Udan Liris. This one. It's kind of difficult to make it. Same like this one. Excuse me. This one is parang. You make it in one breath. You cannot take a dip. So you start it like this. You hold your breath. You cannot just, no, it will different. So that's why this one is very, they said it's very sacred and difficult because you start it like this, you hold your breath until you finish. And then you start again, this one. And then you start again, and then you start again. And sometimes if you made it for the king, it took about 6 months. Because if there's one error, you start from the very beginning again to honor the king. You cannot just make it something. Okay, the king does it. No, the king will see it. The queen will see it. The concubine will see it. Everybody will see it. So everybody in the palace have their own artisan. So if you're a queen and then you make your own queen batik that you wear, the king on king, the crown prince make the crown prince. This is the second one. This is actually, this is called slobok. You wear this if you go to condolences, somebody passed away, or you cover the body with this. Actually, this design came from China. They found it 4,000 years ago. It actually tells the story, the rotated of life. It's like what you call it? Like a windmills. Move. So, other than slobok, the other Japanese, a long time ago, the Yogyakarta and the Solo, like they always know, I'm the Yogyakarta king, and then the Solo said. So the Yogyakarta made another motif look like this, but they don't say it slobok. They say another word, that it means a piece of coconut that you eat. So you wear this if you go to start a company, something. Buka perusahaan. Like opening a company, something like it. And this is the round one, it's called hook. Hook is mean like, hook is like a bread when you said Allahu Akbar. Hook is a prey. So the dragon and the phoenix, because the maker is a Chinese. That's the difference. So if you buy something batik in Jogja, you can call me. Ask for advice. I will help you. No. There are a lot of people came to me and then said, according to the seller, this one. And I said, no, you cannot wear it there. There's is there any Singaporean embassy? Okay. There's come from the embassy and ask me because they want to see the king of Jogja. And they choose this. I said, no, you can't do that. You are not allowed to go in. So which one? Take this one. So many design. So you have really to take precaution because you sometimes said, this is a republic and this is the kingdom. But still, the etiquette of the palace still there. So I remember this Singaporean man from the embassy said, can you help me with this? He bought about 50 batik. I said, no, you cannot wear any of it. What? No, you have to buy another one. You have to buy something from the coastal design. I'm so sorry. And then this another one. This one. This one is called the pisang Bali. The pisang Bali is like a prey. This is from Solo, and this one is from Pekalongan. This is not from Solo, Jogja. This is from Pekalongan. It's called pisang Bali. Pisang Bali means you have to return. So a long time ago, the men doing trade, they trade to Surabaya, to here and there. And the wife made this is to remind the husband, you return without new wife, or you are going home, not married there. To remind the husband to return. Sometimes, because they trade for a long time, they just ignore the wife, the old wife, the first wife. So the wife always made this. And then around the 19th century, the king of Solo, his daughter married to one of the region in the north coastal Java. And then she saw this. And then she brought it home. And she told the mother, Mom, you have to make this for father. And for him to remember, to return to you. So this is quite famous in Jogja, also Solo. It's called Pisang Bali. You can buy it there to remind your husband. No, it's a joke. Okay, that's it.
Sorry, I need to stop that because that's my second question. So, but there, as we know, there's two types of batiks, which is from Kraton, classical, and from pesisiran. So maybe this is what you want to
the other one is from the coastal. There's a north coastal and the south coastal. The north coastal, you know it, but if you ever heard the Cirebon batik, the Indramayu batik, the Pekalongan, Tegal, and then Lasem, Tuban, that is coastal. Also Madura is also a coastal. But, batik Jambi also coastal. Because they don't have the design that is socio-magical view of the maker. This is from Banyumas. It was made in late 19th century. It was made by the Dutch, a Dutch sister, because the area in that Banyumas is very dry, and then people they have a lot of hunger, and then this lady helped. Maybe you can make some batik. This is the different with the, like you see the palace batik. It has red, and it has different kind of design. This is the coastal one. Because it doesn't have any socio-magical view of the artisan. Every day, you see that flower, I put it here. You see the, you can see the butterfly, you put it here. And this is, you wear some here, around here. Okay. And this one, this is lasem for Sumatra. I found it in Bukit Tinggi. So if you go to Bukit Tinggi, there's a place where they have place. This is lasem for Sumatra. They made it in Sumatra in lasem, and then this sold it in Sumatra, because the Sumatra people wear it as a headdress and then sometimes for a shawl. So they like the design, and then it doesn't have any living things because most of them are Muslim there in Sumatra. So they like it here.
So Bu Notty, what is the main differences between the pesisiran and Kraton in terms of pattern?
The pesisiran
motifs,
is very relaxed. They have influence from trader, like the Chinese trader, like the Indian trader, the Arabic trader, the color. If you see that like a crane, butterfly, and then flowers, it usually has influence from the Taoism, Confucianism, and Buddhism. So like this is something like this. This is actually this is its parang and a flower, but the Chinese also use something like that. This is called lorong. It means your story, your life story. It's beginning when you are very small, and then you are You are teenagers, and then you got married, and then the children are married, and then finally the end of you. So you can see those people in North Coastal also very close to the Confucian and then Taoism and then the Buddhist belief. So they put the flower and so on. This one from Lasem. This one from Lasem. And then it tells this story of this bird. This bird gave report to gods. So you wear this when you have a Chinese New Year's or what do you call it, Cap Gome, something like that. But don't wear it at Qingbing. So you wear it something like festive reason. Because the bird is going to report to the god. She goes to her mother. She goes to her father. She brings apples. She brings something like that.
The bird is the spy.
Yes, the bird is the spy. The spy of the gods.
Spy of gods.
And this one is also from South Coastal. This one comes from Kebumen. I'm in the middle of research there, batik there. It's already 3 months. This is the maker, the artisan, make this because it's kind of embarrassing. He loved this Korean drama. And he saw this flower in the movie. And he said, kok drakor.
Oh, drakor.
And
Drakor
he
yang
loved
bikin.
it very much, the flower. And then he said, I put it in the batik.
Penonton
So
drakor
and then
nih.
I said, why you put it there? So this is why it's different from the palace batik. You see everyday life. You see this lamp, and he can put the lamp. So this man put the flower that he saw from the Korean drama movie. So he put it here.
So Mbak Notty, inspiration from batik coming from anywhere, everywhere, around the world. So it's actually as a good symbol for multiculturalism, right?
Yeah.
So we are all one in this world, so we make batik. So batik is actually by Indonesian, by Singaporean, by Chinese, and so on. It's a very strong piece, message from batik. So, but you know that youth probably is not really understand your message, your insights. Maybe even me, I don't have that kind of insight. So how do you think we can transfer that into youth? The wisdom of batik to youth.
I teach this design, and then whenever I teach the student, I always tell them, in every piece of batik, there's a blood, sweat, and tears of the artisan.
Yeah.
So you have to really honor them. You know, there are people who bought palace batik that is supposed to only wear by the parents at the wedding or something, and he happily wearing that to the market. And I want to stop him and said, oh my God, what have you done? And I said, yeah, because I like it. So I wear it. Okay, fine. You start from like it. Next, I want you to know more about what did you wear? Why you wear it? Why they create that? Same like, because of my works, because of my teaching, and I was invited to so many countries. I went to India 6 times, so we exchanged about design. I went to Morocco just to know the design, because the patola come from the Yemen people, from the Morocco people, and then go to India. And then there's also design that come from the Iran is the Pars people, the Parsi people, and then they come here. And then that's why whenever I study batik, I want to know more. I try to know more about why they put this design on a piece of batik, on a piece of cloth. So it has to be something. You cannot just, like this one, I put a chicken. Why you put chicken? Because chicken is going to be big, strong, and something like that. It has a message there. So if you wear something, you have the message. When I went to Myanmar, I was so shocked there's a community of people about in 19th century was sent there to work by the French, and they bring their their ability to make batik. Their batik is almost similar like the Pekalongan because they are also from coastal. So when I went to Myanmar, they show me this batik is very, very rare, very expensive. They said, and then it's owned by one of the junta general. He said, my great grandmother bought this in Java. So he showed me it was Madura batik, and I said, yes, it's very beautiful. Can you explain it to me? Because for my great-grandmother, mother, I never knew what is this. And I told him, it's kilin. Kilin is this. And then I show, this one is this. And then, okay, now I understand. So in this one piece of cloth, you have a story. Why they put it there? You just cannot okay, I put it there, like the one that I told you, because he saw the movie, Korean drama, and then he was, oh my God, this flower is so beautiful, and I want to put it there, and maybe someone will appreciate the flower.
Oke, mungkin sedikit jadi disummarize dalam bahasa Indonesia sedikit aja Mbak. Nah, apa tadi pesan-pesan yang dari sekian panjang tadi?
Oke, jadi kalau orang membuat batik itu tergantung dari suasana dan daerahnya. Jadi kalau kita cerita soal batik, kita bilang, oh ini batik ini nggak bisa. Kita tuh harus melihat secara keseluruhan. Kalau saya kebetulan sudah 30 tahun penelitian, jadi saya melihat secara keseluruhan. Tapi saya selalu mengajarkan orang, kalau membeli batik, coba lihat, dibuka. Karena tadi saya cerita, saya sekarang melihat batik udah dari pintalan benangnya. Kata saya, jangan itu susah banget itu kalau belajar. Tapi dibuka, kalau katanya orang tuh dijembreng, dibuka. Kamu lihat apa? Jadi jangan membeli batik itu, saya besok mau pergi ke misalnya ke Batik Cik, saya beli motifnya ini. Terus ada orang yang mengerti bilang, itu kan batik gak boleh dipakai untuk kesini gitu. Terus kita jadi gak enak. Walaupun kita diem aja tapi kok iya ya kok gak enak ya, kok ini ya, kok gak boleh, kok gak ini. Jadi gitu. Jadi kita buka, kita tanya. Kalau tukangnya gak bisa, kita bisa mengira-ngira kira-kira ini aman gak. Soalnya saya punya grup yang suka nanya, ini aman nggak dipakai? Okay. Ini aman nggak dipakai? Okay. Jadi saya suka bilang ini aman. Terus ini jangan, ini akan melalui gitu. Jadi kemudian saya menularkan pengetahuan saya kepada mereka. Saya sekarang lagi dalam sebuah proyek memperkenalkan batik kepada generasi Gen Z. Saya bilang, saya baby boomer, Gen Z itu jauh banget sama saya. Rumah saya seperti ini. Terus apartemen cucu saya nggak ada kursi, nggak ada apa. Karena mereka seperti itu. Tapi bagaimana memperkenalkan supaya mereka menyukai batik. Yeah. Jadi kita masuk ke cara berpikir mereka, kita turunkan lagi kita. Jadi saya bilang kemarin dalam itu, yang harus kita ingat tuh adalah filosofi di situ. Karena kadang-kadang mereka bilang, aduh Eyang nih banyak banget sih omongannya. Tapi nanti kamu ngerti. Terus udah gitu dia pakai. Kemudian bosnya bilang, kain kamu bagus katanya gitu. Siapa yang ngasih tahu? Terus dia bilang eyang saya ngasih tahu yang baby boomer ini. Terus udah gitu dia bilang, oh ini bagus. Terus sesudah itu dia kemudian mulai bertanya. Jadi saya pikir kita mulai dari anak-anak kita dulu, cucu kita dulu. Kemudian teman-teman anak kita, teman-teman cucu kita. Nanti kata-kata orang Jawa tuh getok tular. Terus ini tahu gitu-gitu.
Oke. Terima kasih Mbak Notty atas penjelasannya. Kita beri tepuk tangan dulu buat Mbak Notty, ini semangat luar biasa. Nah sekarang kita ke Bu Dieny Tjokro. I know her as a psychologist and educator, aside from being ambassador in Ecuador. But Mbak Dieny has been passionate in teaching, right? So you know that she has been sharing a lot of wisdom, not only from batik, but in the perspective of the philosophy of Indonesian. So maybe Mbak Dieny would like to share how you see batik as a philosophical, ideological,
Thank you very much. Very nice to see you all. And I hope you enjoy this program because I think it's a very useful program. So I'm very eager to tell people, not to educate yet, just to share about batik. Usually, if we see batik abroad, we just admire the beauty, right? You like your batik, oh, so beautiful, you like the color, you like the pattern, but we didn't understand that behind those beauty, there is something very strong underlying how you make a batik. Yeah? And just now, I also feel, wow, I knew more. That's crazy. There's something. It means batik means a lot. And what I used to talk about batik abroad, I used to tell them that, batik is a piece of cloth being painted with a very difficult way. It's not easy. Yeah? But we have 1,340 ethnic groups, the whole Indonesia. And from all those ethnic groups, they all make batik. That's why just now Ibu Notty told you, there's differences here in batik from the pesisir, from the keraton, from the palaces. So different batik, and the design are also different. Somebody sees the flower from Korea, they like it, just put it in the batik. And then I went to Ambarawa, I saw a batik from, the motif are coffee, because they produce coffee. And I went to Bogor, I saw the batik, it's lotus, beautifully lotus, because they have lotus in the Kebun Raya, in the big garden there. So we see that everybody, all ethnic groups, are making batik, even though it's difficult. In my opinion, it means that even though we are different, very different, from our ethnic groups, we have 758 languages, but we are all one. Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. That is the very strong philosophy that is underlying making batik, because Indonesia, who has so many ethnic groups, everybody is making batik with different motif, different designs, different color, but we are still one. We are Indonesian, and we are very proud to wear the batik. And as you know, maybe, if we want to wear our batik, we don't choose, oh, I'm from Jakarta, I only want to wear Jakartan batik with that ondel-ondel. No. I can wear any batik and I can feel proud. I can wear batik Madura, it's so nice, so elegant. I can wear batik from Jogja with also, I have to know, you couldn't just wear batik just like that. So it means that Indonesia is a country who respect diversity. Right, Ibu Notty? We respect diversity, we are open, we are tolerate and moderate. That is the good thing about Indonesia. And we see the proof. 1,340 ethnic groups, and we used to admire each produce of batik wherever we go, and we use it, and we always feel, wow, I feel so beautiful. And then I try to think again. Okay, that is a Bhinneka Tunggal Ika is in batik, but I just learned from Ibu Notty that the what you call it? the Naga Raja, it's a prayer, and also that the Pisang Bali is a prayer to God. Please let my husband come back. He can go, but he must come back. Because I'm the wife, I'm waiting for him. So they are praying to God, please, let him come back. So you know that batik is also in line with our first sila from Pancasila, ketuhanan yang Maha Esa. We always pray to God. And if we try to squeeze it into one, it's gotong royong. Whatever we do, whatever we work, we always pray to God to have His blessing. So what we are doing, will come to a very good reasons. So that's why the Pancasila is very strong, because they come from the roots of the people, what they do daily. I can see it in batik. Right, yeah, Ibu Notty, yeah? Because she's the researcher. I'm just a feeler. I just feel it because I'm wearing it. And then I see that, wow, truly, I have tried the batik because when I was posted there, I used to bring a batik person who will do the batik, and I invite all my friends, okay, come and try. And they said it's very difficult to make just a small piece of, not flower, whatever you want to do. It's so difficult. Have you tried? Yes, it's difficult, right? Very difficult. And I knew that doing the layering, I just knew. You have to hold your breath. Can you imagine holding your breath to make that? And it can last for months. Oh my God, I just couldn't imagine how hard it is. It means that we all, the people, the batik designer, the batik industry, the batik producer, the craftsman, must work together peacefully and harmony. We mustn't be not good or harm each other. And I think, wow, that is in line with kemanusiaan, humanity, and the second of Pancasila. So from batik, we learn a lot about our ideology, the way of thinking. And of course, we couldn't work alone. To make a piece of batik, many people are involved. Yeah? And the involved of many people means we have to work together. The togetherness means that we have to be united. Persatuan Indonesia. And I know if we want a piece of cloth, we have to talk to each other. If not, it will be, I don't know what will you make. Yeah? We have to discuss. We have to communicate. That is musyawarah, the fourth line of Pancasila. And now, if you are here in Indonesia, maybe you can see that many people in Indonesia are wearing batik. Starting from our president until the people who works in the street or something like that, they wear batik. So everybody is wearing batik. So if everybody is wearing batik, what does that mean? We give business to small people. If we give business to small people, it means that they will live in a good social life. But if Indonesian people doesn't wear batik, there will be no work, they will stop. And Bu Notty will cry. She will stop her research because there's no more batik. You cannot buy batik anywhere. That's why that is the 5 sila of Pancasila. Kesejahteraan bagi seluruh rakyat Indonesia. So I think it is a very good thing of batik. We know many things about our national philosophy.
Thank you. Bu Dieny, you still want to share us the last question, yeah? About how to, what is your experience in Ecuador when you were your fashion diplomacy? Because we transfer all this beauty and wisdom through diplomacy, right? This is all the distinguished guests from many countries, so probably you could share to us your experience when you were abroad in Ecuador.
Thank you.
2020.
2016 until 2020. Yes, I found one reason when I was an ambassador. I call it fashion diplomacy. Usually it's not what is it with fashion? Why do you think you have to talk about fashion diplomacy? I said, of course. Because I go there and I want to introduce you with gastronomy. He said, I don't know you yet. But with fashion, the first time we came, we go to the office and everyone say, wow, who is she? I'm wearing, of course, my batik with all the colors and everything. And they said, okay, you are representing your country the first day you come to Ecuador. That is fashion diplomacy in the first part. And what happened? They come to us, they introduce themselves, they are happy. And I said, fashion diplomacy starts from you. Like I have a friend who is always wearing kebaya and batik. Yeah, she is a woman in a kebaya, and everybody will see at her, but she's wearing it. So that is how the first showcase is we. We have to be the model of the batik. And after that, I also make many events here. I call some Indonesian designer, mostly Batik Chic is coming there. And the people of Ecuador love it. Because in Ecuador, there's only 59 Indonesian people. So if I bring batik, it's not Indonesian people who's coming. And Yuyun George, 8 times she goes to Ecuador with her saxophone. So people of Ecuador, they start loving batik because I show them. I give the designer, I talk to them also about the way of life, the philosophy of batik, and they start to love it. But it's COVID. I nearly will have an Indonesian boutique there. Nofi is already ready to bring her batik. And the Ecuadorian business lady are going to make her boutique. She has a very nice boutique. So I couldn't do that because of the COVID. So if we show our greatness, that is law of attraction. If we love what we are doing, love what we are wearing, we will attract people also to like and to admire what we are wearing. Because of that admiration, they will ask more questions. And that's why we have to learn about it so we can answer all the questions. That's why they say, please make a boutique here, Ibu. We love your batik. It's very beautiful. And I work together with the Ecuadorian fashion designer, make a design for the Ecuadorian, what they like. Make your fashion using our batik. Wow, that becomes crazy because, yeah, it's so beautiful. And because of that collaboration, if I go, wherever I go, because I always wear batik, and they said, hi, Indonesia, Indonesia. And I became a TV darling. Every month I'm on TV without I have to pay because they like my program, because I also bring the batik craftsmen, and we all together do the batik, and we do it in the park where everybody can come and watch, and it's a very good performance event that I'm doing. And one thing that I'm really impressed, there is one Indonesian, he rides a motorcycle everywhere in South America, and he went to Ecuador, and then I talked to him, let's do something for the Ecuadorian schools, because there are many schools that are not in a good situation here that I have to help. But I don't know, I have no money at that time. So what I did, let's teach the children to paint the walls with the batik technique. So we went to the school because I couldn't pay for workers. So the children, my friend, make a design, but a very not batik design like Ibu Notty show us, but the design like a fish, sun, Ecuadorian things there. Just put it, and then with a sellotape, like it's malam, a sellotape, and then the children put their hands on the paint and they go pluck, 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 everywhere on the what they call it, on the walls in the classroom. And then when I came there, okay, let's pick all the sellotape out, and then there is the motif of batiks in their wall. So we teach them how to do the technique of batik, but in painting their classroom. So those are the things that I was doing, and of course I showcase many things about batik, and then I'm very friendly with the Ecuadorian people who has a shops, an art shop, and then whenever I have something, they said, okay, Madam Ambassador, I will help you. I will design your reception, and my reception is always very beautiful with all the batiks there. And at that time, I always tell them, confide the message about the philosophy of batik. And then after that, after my 3 years there, if they see batik, said, you're Indonesian. That's why they start to love batik. And they are asking me to make an Indonesian boutique, and Novi is already ready to send her batiks, but unfortunately there's COVID. I couldn't do anything at all. So I have to go back home to Jakarta in the COVID time. There's many things, but I think time, yeah? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bu Dieny. Untuk seluruh perempuan Indonesia, hari ini kita merayakan Hari Batik Nasional, dan saya sangat berbangga dan berbahagia karena bisa merayakan di pelataran Dharma Wangsa yang sangat indah dan megah ini, dan kami bisa berkolaborasi dengan Batik Chic dan pelataran Dharma Wangsa dan Manjusa untuk merayakan batik bersama para cultural enthusiast, pencinta batik dan seluruh teman-teman dan network.
Selamat Hari Batik Nasional 2025, selalu menggunakan wastra Nusantara dan mengapresiasi batik Indonesia.
Selamat Hari Batik, semoga batik kita selalu jaya di Indonesia dan di mancanegara.
So hello, my name is Elena. I'm the spouse of the Ambassador of the European Union here in Indonesia, and this event, I think, is a very important event, all about batik. There's so much to learn about batik. There's so many different styles, and it's wonderful to keep.
Hari ini kita sedang merayakan Hari Batik Nasional. Oleh karena itu saya mengucapkan selamat Hari Batik. Karena batik adalah pakaian yang sangat indah.
Selamat Hari Batik Nasional 2025.
Selamat Hari Batik Nasional, menjaga tradisi, melestarikan kebudayaan dengan tetap memakai batik.
Selamat Hari Batik Nasional, sukses selalu.
Selamat Hari Batik Nasional. Batik adalah kita, sehingga kita harus terus batik-batik membatik dan terbatik-batik.